Volvo V60 versus Volvo V90. I'm Thomas, this is Autogefühl with our comparison of the Volvo estates. Which one is the best? They have been famous for their estates since ages, definitely. This one here, the bigger one, Volvo V90, you can see here in the front, this is the inscription model with its vertical fins. Thor's hammer LED lighting signature, really beautifully done, and in a rather brighter color for today. So the sophisticated styling, but there are of course different trim levels available. And for example, with the V60, we have the R-Design Polestar look today. There's a special Polestar tuning here. And also in the normal R-Design, we have the black dot structure, same headlamp unit, and just a little bit, slimmer here as for this dimension. Contrasting black color. So we have the sporty look here, the sophisticated look right here, but you can also make it the other way around. But definitely from the first front look, which one is your favorite? Pricing wise, by the way, approximately a difference of about 10,000 euros. Hidden here in the Swedish woods. No, not Sweden today, still good old Germany. Here, the V60, you can see the rear perspective is way more agile and slimmer, so to speak, if you compare it here to the V90, which just looks more bulky. But the tail lamp signature is actually quite the same. In the rear, we have these fake exhaust tips, Autogefühl fake exhaust police, active here because the real exhaust is on the inside each. This is again the sporty styling, here the more subtle styling for the inscription model. The length for the V90 is 4 meters 94 or 194 inches. Hey, that's easy to remember, 4 meters 94, 194 inches, right? But the interesting thing is the V60 minus 18 centimeters or minus 7 inches, so that's then the length difference between these two. And would you have guessed that both cars are gray? Okay, this one, right? But this one is called Pebble Gray from Pebble Stones, and this one is called Osmium Gray. Yeah, interesting. And wheels, these are 19-inch wheels for the V90 today. Of course, bigger ones are available. And we have 20-inch today here in the sporty Polestar styling for the V60. Special Brembo brake calipers here, of course. That's, not a direct comparison now. We just have this sporty package here today on the V60. Now it's time to fight with the trunks or the boots. And here the V90 has a trunk length of around 1 meters 15 or 45 inches. That's a little bit longer than the V60, you will soon see that. And the width here, a little bit more than a meter or a little bit more than 40 inches. And the height is here, at this cover right there, around 17 inches or 40 centimeters. Cool thing here is, in both cars, you can put this one up to split the trunk or, for example, secure a backpack or something. And then you can lift this one up with gas struts, with one gas strut. This is really nice. And then you have your charging cable here very well stored in there. And my favorite feature, would this be the reason I would go for the V90? Here, this cover, when you closed the trunk, there it is. It automatically goes back and then up again. This is missing here with the V60. This is manually here. So it's up and then it's up. And when you close the hatch, it stays like this. And then you start driving, see, I can't see anything in the rear, So that's not the best feature then as for this case. Normal length here is just a meter or 40 inches. So here, this part that is missing then here in the V60, that would be the difference. However, the width is almost the same with a little bit more than a meter or 40 inches, and also the height is at 17 inches or a little bit more than 40 centimeters is just the same. And here there's not so much space underneath, that's why they have put the charging cable in a separate bag than here. Today we have both vehicles as plug-in hybrids. The V90 T6, around 250 horsepower from a combustion engine, plus around 90 horsepower from the electric motor, then at the rear axle, and acceleration figure around 6 seconds. And here the V60 with the T8, so a little bit stronger, with Polestar tuning over 300 horsepower, plus the electric drive, and then we're around 4.5 seconds in the acceleration figure. However, if you go for both vehicles as a T6 each, then they are not that different in the acceleration mode. And the pure electric range also the same, around 40 kilometers or 25 miles. That's not too much, it should be more. And the reason why it's the same is the bigger car has a little bit bigger battery, 12 kilowatt hours, whereas the smaller car here around 8 kilowatt hours battery. Interior time with the car key and the V90 door closing sound. Let's do it again. One of the best door closing sounds recently, just awesome. I love these details, that's also why you should be on our channel. Then here, see the interior, typical current Volvo interior, steering wheel commands here for the cruise control, right side for the volume. And these seats here are the so-called tailored wool seats, so not entirely animal free, but a share of recycling fibers and wool, so that's already a step away then from animal skin. Sadly, in the US market, they do not offer any animal skin alternatives at all for Volvo. That's the main problem. Here, you can see inside of the doors, nice matte wood. That's beautiful Scandinavian or Swedish design. Soft touch here at the upper part, and taking a seat. And here, of course, you have this sophisticated, big sedan or big estate feeling, so super comfortable. And my favorite thing about Volvo vehicles is that the ergonomics of the seats really top notch. So I always feel very comfortable when sitting here, in and out, up and down for the steering wheel, also smooth process. So we see and feel a very high build quality. And headroom wise, with 1.86 m or 6'1", still leaves some headroom here. Although this one here is equipped with a panoramic roof. And this is also a really nice one because it opens quite widely. Interior overview for the V90. Left side 12.3-inch digital instruments. Actually quite easy and clear to read. You also have a head-up display as an option, and on the right side 9-inch vertical infotainment screen. Soon more to that. That's the same for both vehicles. And once again, the matte wood use here, these veneers are really beautiful. Of course, different stylings are available for that. And the only real knob is here, but this has a special feedback and also volume feedback, so to speak. This is a special inscription crystalline shifting lever. You can also go for a normal, more subtle one. Starts up engine button, driving mode selector, and then you have some more space underneath here, very well attached, and two USB-A connections for your smartphone. Infotainment screen, let's start with the most important feature. Here, this special microfiber wipe. It says here, 2 seconds, hold it 2 seconds right here. And then you are in the cleaning mode and we can start cleaning without any function happening. Yeah, gotta know that. So let's go back to the real functioning system. You have this app view. Left side, you can also go to the battery hold, the battery charge mode. That's important for the plug-in hybrid models. Right side, you can, for example, have sound experience difference. So that's really interesting. We're either in the studio mode here for the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, or the concert hall mode, Gothenburg Concert Hall. And this one has like this really rich surround sound and beautiful. Love that. Great sound system. Wow. I would like to listen to music now, like for the next 10 minutes or so. And the map here, not the most modern view, but it's responsive and fast enough actually. Infotainment system, both the same for both vehicles. Now the V60 interior with the same key fob, door closing sound, also really good, but I found the V90 door closing sound a notch better. Inside of the doors, also soft materials, really nice build quality, then sporty R design contrast stitches, and also the steering wheel is to me a little bit more likable with these contrast stitches. And now the question is, how different does it feel? And it's also comfortable because Volvo is using really good ergonomic seats in the V60. The sport seats are the least comfortable ones, so I would not go for them. So don't go for the R design if you want the best comfort. Headroom wise, little bit less here in the V60. But overall, the difference is not that huge, but definitely in the V90, I feel I have a little bit more space to move around here in the front. So definitely just from sitting in the front, I would go for the V90. Interior overview, V60, you see it's almost alike with the digital instruments. Once again, here a view where you can have the map in between. Also additional head-up display is available. Here the 9-inch vertical screen, that's also the same, so really not too many differences. However, here the styling elements, this is more yeah, a little bit more central in a way. You remember that this wood element here in the V90 was like there attached on here. So I think a little bit more modern look here for the V60. You can also get this here in wood if you want the wood look. Here in this case, this aluminum mesh. So interior wise, from this overview perspective, really not too many differences. Here you can also slide back for the cup holders. This area is also, you know, quite alike driving modes, and when you fold this one here up, the same space you have underneath. Now the backseat comparison, once again the beautiful bright styling, and also here the wooden inserts for the V90. We also have manual shades here for the rear passengers. Yeah, there we are. So, and then also nice bright fabric inside, and let's see, how much legroom do we have? So that's what I have here, 1m86 or 6'1", once again. So that's totally sufficient. Not too much considering the car length though. And headroom, yeah, also quite close, but still works, of course. Here the head restraints, you fold them up. Yeah, really comfortable seating position. Only thing is here, a huge middle tunnel. So sitting in the middle part here, yeah, I mean, it works, definitely, no problem. Put your legs on the outside each, so for 5 tall adults this definitely works. And then, yeah, let's hop further to the V60. Oh, that's interesting. Not too much of a difference, right? Maybe just a little difference, but definitely, I mean, the length difference does not go that much to the legroom, but rather in the trunk. That's an interesting finding. Also with the headroom, yeah, pretty much the same, so not too much of a difference. The seating comfort in the rear does not differ too much. Here, by the way, the middle console right here. Some cup holders. There we go, ski hatch. Pretty interesting. Oh, and I love these special Polestar yellow contrasting seat belts. By the way, a clever feature available for different Volvo models is this one here, this integrated child seat, you know, for the ones that are already a little bit more grown up. So easy to install and also to put down again. I'm locked inside. Thomas number 2 has to help me. So today a double Thomas team, Thomas reporter and our Thomas cameraman. So yeah, someone's gotta save me, go around the car and let me out, and then we have to deactivate that child lock. But of course, good that it's available, such a function. Here at the inside of the driver door, you can then activate or deactivate it. Let's go. Let's go. 150.